A man is defined by his habits. What your daily schedule and routine look like defines what sort of life you lead and where your values lie. So it is crucial to carefully evaluate your daily routine and ask yourself often if your habits are holding you back. With that said, here are 5 habits of a high-value man that you absolutely need to incorporate into your life. Number 1, make a list and track everything that you want to improve. The most crucial habit in this list, and also the one that you absolutely need to start practicing right away. See, the reason why men often suffer in life and fail to make those big improvements is that they don't make a list of what exactly they want to achieve in life. And I'm not talking about a mental note. Write it down on a piece of paper or make a note of it on your smartphone. After you've made a list of exactly what you want, start tracking your progress. Remember that it's a numbers game when it comes to self-improvement, and your progress towards success can only be determined if you're keeping track of everything. For example, imagine one day you're bench pressing 20 kgs for 10 reps. A few days after, you are bench pressing 15 kgs for 10 reps because you've forgotten how much you lifted last time. This miscalculation will push your progress further away. Only if you had a journal where you can keep the progress of each one of the gym sessions that you can consult before each workout. Keeping track of everything, such as what exercise you were doing, how much weight you lifted, for how many reps, and other tips such as correct form, will not only improve your workouts, but would also motivate you to strive for betterment. This is a perfect example of competing against yourself, which is exactly what you should be doing instead of competing against others, which only makes you more miserable. Let's take a look at another example to understand how this habit benefits you exactly. Say you're operating a business and you need to acquire more customers. Again, you need to start tracking exactly how many sales you've made in the past and how many prospects you currently have. Start keeping a record of how many calls you made in a day, which ones of them were successfully closed, and which ones didn't work out. Keep this in practice, and gradually over time, you'll see the situation is starting to improve because you have a complete record of your progress. Now that you can clearly see yourself improving, you'll strive to improve even further. Not keeping a track of what you want to improve is a quick way to instantly get demotivated, no matter what it's about. So many men quit the gym after a few weeks, the reason being that they just can't see the muscles when they look in the mirror. But if they would have been keeping track of their progress at a microscale, they wouldn't get demotivated by just physical results. Number 2, take care of the hardest task on your schedule first. The lack of energy isn't the biggest reason for procrastination among men. It's the fear of overburdening yourself. It all comes down to you dreading the pain you have to go through to complete that task. Maybe you feel like the task is too big, it's too hard, or maybe you don't understand how to do it. But you need to start taking care of such responsibilities first thing in the morning. The more you wait and start to procrastinate, the more excuses you will come up with. Number 3, stop using your phone in bed. This should be an obvious one if you started your self-improvement journey, even if not for long. Chances are that you're in your bed right now while watching this video, late at night. Now you need to realize that you need to get rid of this habit, as it can totally kill your momentum. Well, it keeps you busy at night, so much so that you end up sleeping 2 or 3 hours later than you should have. Even if you just take a quick glance and do not use your phone for that long, you'll still cause your brain to remain awake and stay active long after you're done scrolling through social media or chatting with your friends. Your mind should be relaxed at night, and the circadian rhythm, which is your body's day and night clock, shouldn't be disturbed. Number 4, don't let your phone distract you from work. This is a big one. Your phone is one of the biggest distractions from work, simply because it's always beside you. Think of all the times when you sit down to get some work done, and you have everything scheduled perfectly, but one notification bell from your phone puts you off. You pick it up, check the notifications, reply to messages, and before you realize it, you're on Facebook, mindlessly scrolling through your feed. You end up wasting so much of your time that could have been used to do something productive. So try to switch off your phone, or at least put it on Do Not Disturb mode during work. The ability to utilize your time exactly for the purpose you intended it to be used for will set you apart from 99% of men. Number 5. Address the root of all your issues. Think about all the times that men complain about their jobs, their wives, and kids, and how many times have they actually done something to fix those issues? You need to start recognizing the root of all the issues and hurdles in your path to self-improvement. Sometimes it's your awful job, or maybe your marriage. Whatever the reason, learn to recognize them and then address them. Now, this is easier said than done, and would be incredibly difficult since these sorts of issues root too deeply in your life. But realize that without addressing them, you'll never be among the top 1% of men. Let's say you hate your job. Now, what would an average Joe do in this situation? Of course, he'll go home and complain to it about his wife, friends, or whomever he meets. He'll spread negativity and will drive everyone away from him. His marriage will start to fail, his friends will leave him, and ultimately they'll descend down into misery. But if he can actually address that issue and leave that terrible job in search of something better, they'll be less miserable at the very least. The same applies to your marriage, goals, physique, and whatever you want to achieve in life. With that said, that's it for this video, guys. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and like the video for more future content like this. Peace out.